This is part 2, further research on Arthur Bray. If you haven't seen part 1, the link is showing above now. So we're just going to have a look at some of these hints that are associated with Arthur Bray's profile. Click on hints there. You can see there's some other members that have already done some research, some background information. And this is always good. Someone else is doing the hard work. Now we can see we've got 3 members with trees associated with William Bray there. So we're just going to select all of these to amalgamate all the information. We can check against that. Easily transpose that across if we need to. I'm going to leave his name as Arthur William Bray. But we can see here his date of birth is a little bit more accurate with April. So we'll select that, put that in. This is his father. You can see on the right hand side that transposes all the information across into the tree. His mother Elizabeth. And we've now got a maiden name there, so we're going to select that, and that will update from Bray to a maiden name of Upton. Just going to select all these, put these into our profile. These are all the siblings of Arthur. Save that to the tree. And we've got another find a grave here that looks like it's a military cemetery. Yep, Dranaltra military cemetery, so that ties in with the Commonwealth War Graves Commission information that we got. So we're just going to change his burial from Burton-on-Trent to West Flandrin in Belgium. I'm pretty certain that is his actual burial site. It's probably commemorated at Burton-on-Trent, but we can check that out again later. And the census are usually a good source of information as well. And I'll do a follow-up video where we can look in more detail at each of these census. The 1901 census there. I've already got the 1911 from the last video that I did, part 1. And just below it there, 1891. So that'll be all the census. And they're a good source of information just to track his lifestyle, where he's living, what he's doing across the 10 years or so between the census. Just going to save all these to his profile, come back at a later date where we can investigate these a little bit further. Don't worry too much if some of this information is incorrect at this stage. Just get it in there. We can always change little bits and pieces as we need to later on, make them more accurate. What I would say is the only caveat to that would be if you made a mistake at this stage and then carried on through generations and generations throughout the family tree, that error would obviously carry on down those generations, so just be careful of that. And we can see here a little bit of a red herring, 1911 census for Canada. Well, based on the information that we had from part 1, I know he was with his regiment and he wasn't in Canada. So all those sources now are associated to the profile, and we can look at those in more detail at a later time and just keep adding the information that we gain from those to build up a better and more accurate picture of Arthur's life. You see here that the siblings have transposed across to his profile there that we got from the other members' trees, from the hints. It's quite interesting to see that all of them survived both world wars. down the bottom here you can add some more sources if you so wish, but what I want to show you is how to add some external web links. Click on add web link and we'll go to the URL in the top there, copy that, paste it into the web address and just type in what you want to call it. So it's the Commonwealth War Graves Commission. Just add that in and you can see there direct links now associated with Arthur Bray. Click on that link within his profile and it goes straight to his page on the Commonwealth War Graves Committee. So we'll do the same for the Forces War Records. Again, copy and paste the URL and just call it whatever you want. Forces War Records. And there it is. So what I've done now is added a series of external websites to Arthur's profile, and these are just going to assist with some research. Some good websites on here. Not all of them relate directly to Arthur at the moment. They're just general links to some good information where we can find out a little bit more about Arthur, and then we can update those links as we find the information. So I wanted to show you. So we'll just start off with the Imperial War Museum. We're just going to type in Arthur Bray, do a search on that. You can see there's 119 results, page 1 of 6. Quite a few Arthur Brays. More common surname than what I was expecting. On the left hand side here we can see the units. Just going to expand that and we're going to look for his particular regiment, the North Staffordshire Regiment. Should be down here somewhere. There we go. One result, let's hope it's our man. And there's confirmation there of his regimental number 8151. That's the guy we're looking into. So we'll just click on that. And there's a little bit more information here. You can see his service as a private and then as a corporal on his timeline. Let's have a look at the source links. And this links directly to the National Archives at Kew, which is another valuable resource. Just quickly show you this. This will be his medal index card, which again gives you more information, and I'll do another video specifically on that at another time. I am going to download this. It's normally £3.50, but if you log in at the moment it's free due to the restrictions to the site for COVID. But I just want to show you how these are displayed. Just going to download that. And you can see there they come in batches of 6, so there's 6 individual medal cards on one page. Specifically after 8151, which is this one here. You can see how grainy it is compared to with that you get from Ancestry. And there it is. So it's a little bit clearer through the Ancestry. So we want to expand all these and just search for any snippets of information. Anything else that we don't know about Arthur. Click on each of these. Being a recipient of the D.C.M, I would expect to see a little bit more information than this in here. But that's good. What we can do there is just edit that URL to the one that directs us straight to Arthur Bray now. And that's now attached to his profile link directly to the external resource on the Imperial War Museum. Next up, I want to have a look at these two Find a Grave links. You can see there, Dranaltra Military Cemetery. It's a nice photo there. We can save that photo to his profile as well. Again, gleaming as much information from all external sources as we can, and just collating that in one place within Ancestry on his profile. So I'm just going to click on that. You can see there the Staffordshire Regiment cap badge. You can compare that to the photograph, his uniform on his cap. I'm just going to add that to photos, and then I can pull that in to the gallery at a later date. That's his plot number, confirmation that that's him. Plot 1, row echo, grave number 21, and there's a little bit of a bio there as well. So it's all this extra information that we want to try and pull in. But again, I'm going to add that as a external link, so clicking on that, copy and paste the URL into the web address, and then let's name this as his burial site. Just close these down. You can check that again directly to Cpl A.W Bray D.C.M Military Cemetery in West Flandern, Belgium. Let's have a look at this other one then. This will be the Burton-on-Trent, where I would suspect that he's commemorated and not buried. No photo visible on there, but we'll visit the website anyway. You can always nip up to that graveyard, get a photo, see what's going on up there at a later stage. But for now, just save that URL. Again, to an external web link, copy and paste, and again, name it whatever you feel necessary. Just going to put commemorated at Burton-on-Trent. Add that in. So if you remember a moment ago, we saved the image of Arthur's headstone to the military cemetery. Click on gallery, we can upload that. Click on upload media, choose the file, and I've saved this in my filing system under photos. And that uploads to the gallery. Put the title in. As much or as little information as you want to put in there. As soon as we change that to headstone, you can see a few more boxes open up there for a little bit more information about cemetery location, cemetery name. Just going to try and keep this consistent with putting his death date in. France and Flanders. No need for a description. Just put your altar in there for now. We can always come back again and change these later on if we need to. And there we go. Click done. That's now saved into the gallery. And we're building a picture now for Arthur Bray. Look out for part 3, which will be coming next month. Thanks for watching.